is respiration. When you hear the word respire, you probably think of breathing. When you breathe, you are taking in oxygen with each inhale and releasing carbon dioxide with each exhale. This gas exchange is more important for respiration. But while breathing is a physical process, respiration can be thought of as more of a chemical process. All organisms, from a single bacterial cells to a coral reef colony to a blue whale, undergo respiration. Food molecules absorbed after digestion are taken in, broken down, and the energy freed in the process is used to power the organism's movements and psychological functioning. Respiration is the biochemical process in which the cells of an organism obtain energy by combining oxygen and glucose, resulting in the release of carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. When we examine the equation for cellular respiration, we see that the reactants are glucose and oxygen for aerobic respiration, and the products are carbon dioxide, water, and ATP. Note that the number of oxygen, carbon dioxide, and water molecules involved in each turn of the process. Respiration is a chemical reaction that happens in all living cells, including plant cells and animal cells. It is the way that energy is released from glucose so that all of the other chemical processes needed for life can happen. Do not confuse respiration with breathing, which is properly called ventilation.
The aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration is a set of metabolic reaction that takes place in the presence of oxygen, occurring in a cell to convert chemical energy into ATPs. Aerobic respiration takes place in all plants, animals, birds, and humans except for some primitive. In aerobic respiration, oxygen acts as an electron acceptor which helps produce ATPs more effectively and more quickly. Anaerobic respiration is a process of cellular respiration where the high-energy electron acceptor is neither oxygen nor pyrothene and derivatives. In aerobic respiration, the electron acceptor can be sulfate ion SO4 negative or nitrate ion NO3 or a variety of other molecules. Some archaea called metallurgians are known to use carbon dioxide as an electron acceptor, producing methane as a byproduct. Differences between aerobic and anaerobic respiration. Aerobic respiration requires oxygen, occurs in the mitochondria of cells, produces a lot of ATP per glucose molecules, used when heart rate and breathing rate rise. The anaerobic respiration occurs in the cytoplasm of cells and doesn't require oxygen, used during the first 1 to 2 minutes of exercise, and produces less ATP per glucose molecule.
So, okay, our next topic is pyruvate oxidation. Pyruvate is produced by glycolysis in the cytoplasm. But pyruvate oxidation takes place in the mitochondrial matrix. In eukaryotes, a carboxyl group is removed from pyruvate and released as a carbon dioxide. The two carbon molecule from the first step is oxidized in NAD plus accept the electron to form a NADH. So, pyruvate is produced by glycolysis. So, meron ako dito drawing. Assuming lang. Halimbawa, assuming lang ito yung pyruvate. And ito yung glycolysis. The glycolysis is produce the pyruvate para kay cytoplasm, for this cytoplasm. But pyruvate oxidation is nagaganap, take in place into mitochondrial matrix and eukaryotes. The carboxyl, the one carboxyl is removed from the pyruvate and it is evolve the carbon dioxide. The two carbon molecule from furcin is oxidized into NAD. When I say NAD, nicotinamide adenine dinucleotide. Then the NAD, after the NAD is accept the electron to form a NADH. When I say NADH, H is hydrogen. So, hanggang dyan na lang po.
Hi everyone, my name is Maha Bansil, and for today's video, I'm going to discuss about the electron transport chain. So in electron transport chain, it's the series of electrons carriers that accept electrons from NADH and FADH2 and use the release energy to create proton or the H plus gradient across the membrane. The mitochondrion uses the potential energy stored in these proton gradients to generate or to make ATP. The ATP synthase is the enzymes that uses the potential energy in the proton or H plus gradients to produce ATP. In this stage, produces most of the energy, 34 ATP molecules compared to only 2 ATP per glycolysis and 2 ATP per Krebs cycles. The electron transport chains takes place in the mitochondria, and in this stage, convert NADH into ATP.